Hello and welcome to Math with Dr. War. If you're new to the channel, my name is Dr. War and I create videos for students who are going to take their Tasc examination in mathematics. So let's begin. Today's video is about undefined. Undefined means divided by 0. So when we talk about divided by 0, it could be 7 divided by 0, that's undefined. It could be 5 divided by 0, that's undefined. It could be -3 divided by 0, undefined. You could have a variable in your numerator and divided by 0, all of these are undefined. So undefined means divided by 0. I'll be honest, I think the mathematicians couldn't come up with a good word or could think of anything. So they came up with undefined. So you will see this on your Tasc examination. So I have a couple of problems for us to go through today. So my first example, let's label this number 1, says which value of x makes the expression x plus 4 over x minus 3 undefined. Now that's your keyword on the test, undefined. And we know something is undefined when the denominator is 0. Our denominator here is x minus 3. So your first step is to take x minus 3 and set it to 0 because we want to find out what value of x will make our denominator 0. So we're going to solve this. This is a one step. You should be familiar with this. So solving for x, I'm going to add 3 to both sides. That cancels. So x equals to 3 because 0 plus 3 is 3. So the value for x that makes this expression, which is x plus 4 divided by x minus 3 undefined, is x equals to 3. For which value of x is the expression x minus 7 divided by x plus 2 undefined? So the keyword again is undefined. Undefined means that your denominator is 0. However, our denominator is x plus 2. And we want to find out what value for x will make this 0. So we're going to set it to 0. And we're going to solve for x. So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. So x equals -2. So when x is -2, and you can check this, replace this x by -2. So you have -2 plus 2. Remember, when the signs are different, we subtract. So if you subtract 2 minus 2, guess what you get? 0. So when x is -2, this function right here becomes undefined. So this is our answer, x minus 2. Okay, number 3, I'm bad with numbering stuff. This is 4. Okay, so for which value of x is the expression x plus 2 divided by 2x minus 1 undefined? So again, here's the keyword undefined. And remember, undefined is when the denominator is 0. So we're concentrating only on the denominator, not the numerator. We don't care about that. So I'm going to take 2x minus 1. I'm going to set it to 0. And I'm going to solve for x. So I'm going to add 1 to both sides. So this one is a two-step. Wanted to include this because you never know what you might see on the Tasc test. So you have 2x equals to 1. And solving for x, we're going to divide both sides by 2. So x equals a half. So the value for x that makes this function undefined is x equals to a half. And that's it. Now number 4 is worded a little bit differently. I tried to find different examples with different wording. Number 4 states, for what value of x is f of x equals x minus 2 over x plus 4 not a real number? So not a real number means undefined. So always remember that. Not a real number means undefined. So again, undefined means that your denominator should equal 0. So I'm going to take my denominator, which is x plus 5, set it to 0, and I'm going to solve for x. So I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. X equals -5. So the value for x that I'm looking for is -5. And this one was a multiple choice, so my answer is D. So whenever you see that word not a real number, it means undefined. Last example, number 5, which value of x makes the denominator of f of x equals 5 over 2x minus 8 equals to 0. So again, this is another wording of undefined. And they're helping us out. They said, make the denominator equals to 0. Your denominator is 2x minus 8. and we want to know what value of x makes it equals to 0. We're going to solve for x. So this is a two-step. So I'm going to add 8 to both sides. So 2x equals to 8. Solving for x, I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So x has a value of 4. So my value is x equals to 4, which is right here. And again, you can check it. If we replace, so remember you had 2x minus 8. 2 times, we said x is 4 minus 8. 2 times 4 is 8 minus 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. So when x is 4, our denominator becomes 0. I hope this has been helpful. Good luck on your Tasc examination.